recording.
Hello.
Hi. Yep.
Well, that's it for me.
That's
See,
it for podcast number episode 30.
take it easy, everybody.
I had something to say. I don't remember what it is.
I'm sure it was gold.
I've been drawing a lot though for the Talk Troopers video game.
Cool.
Yeah, and I got part of the leveling working.
All I got to do is use the big fat alligator guy at the end of Mario 2, and that's me. Or frog.
Well, right now
Mr. Frog.
I have the alien that turns out to look like a monkey. So I'm going to take him and make him brown instead of green. So for anyone listening, I will update talktroopers.com, which I've been behind on, but we're going to make a game for this channel. But I'm going to turn the green monkey, or the green alien, to a monkey because he looks more like a monkey anyways. And then the badger, the Talk Troopers mascot, will be the good guy. And then the pig that I showed you that I was working on, I'm gonna pixelize that and turn that into, that is going to be the boss, the end boss. One of them. I don't know. That's what I'm going with for now.
It works.
If it turns out all right, maybe I'll even expand on it.
Well, get it started first and then worry about expansion. Don't get the DLC ready already.
You know how I feel about DLC.
Yeah.
It's evil.
Well, it's gonna be the way of the gaming future, unfortunately.
I know.
That and microtransactions.
Yep, I don't like those either. I
It's all
don't.
gonna be free to play garbage, and then you want to get somewhere? Cough it up.
I don't mind microtransactions when you don't have to get them to play. Like if
Or
it's
like their cosmetics and things.
yeah, or if it's just because you're impatient. If it depends. There's a level of grinding that I don't think's called for. Like, so here's a good example. Obviously, EA pissed everyone off with the Star Wars franchise, and when they came out with the Battlefield or Battlefront, whatever it was, on the PS4, I bought
Yeah.
I bought the more expensive version so I could have Han Solo's blaster. You didn't get Han Solo's blaster though. You still had to grind for it. You paid extra just for the ability to grind for it. And then it turned out they released it to everybody anyways. So that stuff I'm against. If you pay extra for a bundle and they say you have something, you shouldn't have to grind for it. It should just be there.
I thought this was there was an insert in the game. You just had the code and you had it.
Nope. You had to grind for it.
No,
Unless there was something I did wrong, but I mean, then why is it
I
that?
would doubt it.
Well, I'm getting old. But even then, I was pretty pissed. It's well, I've told you before where Chris had a good point when it comes to that stuff. Like when I bought Red Dead Redemption 2, I bought the ultimate I got to take a mortgage out version.
Yeah.
And then Chris bought just the plain one. And I'm like, "Oh, what about the extra maps?" He goes, "By the time I ever get to that, they'll be out for free." Yeah, I've played 2 missions on that thing, and that's it. I've actually played more of the original, which I bought after 2, than I've played of 2.
What time was when the Game of the Year edition came out? That had everything on there, and it was like $40.
Yeah, I could have waited.
I don't think they'll do that anymore, though.
No, now you'll just pay for it. Everything will always be forever paid for now.
Yeah.
It like like Fortnite, I actually don't think it's that bad of a game. It's kind of fun. But last time I tried to play it, it was such a nightmare to get in and get past all the, hey, pay for Spider-Man's outfit and stuff. I'm like, you can dress me up as a donkey. I don't give a crap. I just want to shoot a gun. It, yeah, so it's, my pen's dead. This sucks. This is how my day's been going. It's been a horrendous day. Let's see if this pen works for taking notes. All right, so what are we grinding? That could mean more than one thing. Grinding. There we go. Oh, Talk Troopers game. Talk Troopers game. Gotta take those notes because at the end of it, I don't know what we even talked about because we always talk about different and the same stuff all the time. Soda. Yeah, so I had an idea on something to bring up for a subject matter. Of course, I like talking about games. And my idea was, if I can get to my phone here. So every time I open my phone, so I took all the social media off my phone except for the neighborhood app, which that's a stupid app, anyways. But every time I go to the Google Feed app, there's it might as well be social network because it's most depressing stuff in the world. So I just went to it and I just refreshed my screen, and here's the first one. And I didn't set this up. This just came up. The Halo final fixes Master Chief in the most bizarre way possible. That's not the most negative title in the world, especially for the whole Halo series thing. But
Is that the show?
yeah.
The
So
one he doesn't even wear his helmet anymore?
oh, he's not even wearing it in the picture here. And
Yeah, somebody on one of the others commented, he's like, "Oh, I thought it was when I saw that picture, I thought it was a Mass Effect show
yeah,
because he doesn't look anything like the Master Chief."
he actually does look like something that would be Mass Effect. Then the next one is West High School. Grow up. Judge sends teen to rawhide after threats against Green Bay West. Oh, I'm actually okay with that one. 10,000, 100,000 square foot facility being built on speculation. Okay. It's either being built or it's not. Video, bear visits front yard in Oconto County. All right, so
I saw
so far this is all good stuff.
I saw a video of a bear protecting its kill from a wolf that was coming in on it.
Nice. The bear won, right?
I don't think they really fought. It was just kind of like a stare down.
Yeah, and then the wolf went, "Oh wait, that fucker's big."
Yeah, I think the wolf was like, you know what? Cut my losses and go for something else. He means business.
Yeah. The Umbrella Academy season 3 trailer introduces the sparrows. Yep, it was good until halfway through season 2.
I never
But
saw an episode.
not a negative title. Sure, the one time I actually refreshed my stuff. Redone Badger Avenue railroad tracks in Appleton hitting some bumps. All right, not actually.
Wow,
that
local
negative.
municipality news, thrilling.
You know what? I think it knew I was going to talk to you about this because I swear
So
none of these are
it's
bad. I mean,
threw the most threw the most random, boring crap on there.
it is. It literally is. I mean, this is the kind of stuff I can handle. This is okay stuff. Normally, I flip it on there and it goes, "Most racist person ever ate white bread today, making him even more racist." It's and then it turns out it's just like a little kid who just had a sandwich for lunch.
Well, that son of a bitch.
Yeah, what the hell? This is all positive stuff. Wisconsin dance and cheer takes home 4 national titles. Where's the negativity? They knew I was on here. Well, even the Amber Heard one is not even bad. Amber Heard's still under investigation in Australia for perjury over dog debacle. I mean, it's not good.
I think they tried to sneak their dog in or some shit. I don't know.
Wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't.
That whole thing's a goddamn circus.
I know. What a joke. It's well, I've told you this before. I think all actors are just millionaire addicts.
Yeah.
And anyone who takes offense to that is probably who I'm talking about. It
They just don't like you pointing it out.
yeah, it's this is I'm actually upset. I'm upset that my
It
phone
has to be it has to be negative to talk about it, and
I'm
you can't find some positive.
I'm upset that it's how I want it to be. That's so bad. I'm bad. I'm the
Hey,
negative.
hey, go ahead. You like Doctor Strange too, so go ahead.
Dude, that was awesome. It was awesome.
Still not gonna see it, but go ahead.
Yes, you got to see it.
I don't have to see shit.
Yes, you do, because I said so.
I still haven't seen the Batman, so suck it.
I thought you had HBO Max.
I do. Doesn't mean I've watched it.
Why
So it's
do
a law.
Why do you have
I-
it then? Nothing
I have,
news on
I have
there.
I have HBO Max for the Turner Classic Movies.
Oh, that's right.
They just put The Big Sleep on there. I'm excited to watch that one. I've been waiting for that.
Big Sleep. What's that about?
Humphrey Bogart is the private eye.
I want to see
You wouldn't care. You wouldn't care. There's no Marvel cameos in it or anything. So
no Bruce Campbell.
no,
Then I don't give a shit.
that a little before his time.
I'm starting to think he's been around forever. Oh wait, that's Craig Console.
Yep.
You know,
He doesn't age a day.
I saw him the other day in the dugout, and I'm like, my God, it's a new clone. There's no way that Craig Console isn't. He's perpetually 45 years old.
Which clone are we on now? There's got to be in the hundreds by now because
Easily.
we developed the Clone 3 when he was still playing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it was before he got rid of
Before
his
he retired.
Yeah, it was before he got rid of the windmill stance when he would bat.
Yeah.
Because in the last year or the second to last year, his clones were breaking down a bit, and they didn't have the windmill stance as much.
It's bad on the shoulders for the clones because they, like in Multiplicity, a copy of a copy is not as quite as sharp as the original. You got to take.
I know that's one of Keaton's better movies.
It is. I enjoyed it.
I mean, he's done a lot of good movies. That sounded like I was ripping on his movies. He's done a lot of good movies, but that's one of my favorites. Yeah. You know, a movie I've never seen of his that I really need to because I've heard it's really good. Back in the day
Founder,
when which one?
the founder, where he plays the McDonald's guy.
No, I do want to see that. I have not seen
That's good.
that. Birdman, I couldn't make it through. I started
I
watching
like
it.
Birdman, but I totally can understand why people don't.
It's not that I hated it. It was just it was very slow for me, and maybe it was my
Which,
mood that day.
which is odd because it's supposed to be one quick, one continuous like thing,
Yeah, it didn't work for me.
but
It
it doesn't work for everybody. I enjoyed it a lot.
like I would never. It wasn't like to the point where I'd be like, "Oh my god, you can't watch that. It sucked." It's not like Dumb and Dumber where I'll flat out tell you you shouldn't watch that. That sucks. But yeah, it just wasn't me. But the one I want to see is it's an older one, Pacific Heights.
Oh, I've seen that one. He's a bad guy. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I got it.
he's a really, really good bad guy.
That's what I heard. That was like one that kind of set him apart from his other stuff.
And it's not like a somewhat fun bad guy like in Desperate Measures. It's an actual evil son of a bitch.
Yeah, kind of how movies used to be good. But it's
Oh, you just saw Doctor Strange too. Everything's good.
that was fantastic. Let's get it straight. Get it straight. You know I love my boy Sam Raimi,
I do.
and I got to give it up to Bruce Campbell. He did some good Ash Williams in the movie.
Oh, slapping himself silly.
Yeah, but it was how he did it. It was all evil.
With all that class
It
and
was
all that.
it was Evil Dead 2. My hand is possessed. It was beautiful. Oh, spoilers! But everyone is gonna see it. Who cares? Seen it already. It
But judging by the box office drop, everybody saw it the first weekend.
so when we were in the theater watching it, it got to its like fifth dark level, and a mom and her two kids left, and I'm just like, part of me at first was like, you know what, it's Sam Raimi, you should have known better. But then Ross brought up a good point about how Raimi did the first three Spider-Mans, and those aren't that dark. So I'm like, I suppose it, because to me,
And it's the I don't. I've read all the spoilers in Doctor Strange, so I know everything that happens. But
I mean,
I don't think it's. I don't.
it's
For a little
bloody.
kid, sure, that would be like, what the hell?
Oh, there's all right, so to anybody listening who doesn't want to know about, no one's listening. What am I talking about? But in case someone actually fell asleep and just woke up right now, and this was what auto played, um, the
There's the
we're gonna
there's,
we're gonna drop some spoilers in Doctor Strange 2 here. So the scene where it's the Illuminati and
yeah,
Captain British or Britain, whatever her name is,
yeah, it gets cut in
Atlas.
half.
Oh, they showed the blood dripping off the shield. It wasn't like a little drop of blood, like blood gored off of the shield. It was beautiful.
And you know what the problem with that scene is?
Nothing.
None of it fucking matters.
It was beautiful.
There's still a Captain Britain out there. There's still a Mr. Fantastic. There's still a Black Bolt.
I know, but the fact that they did it was awesome.
But it doesn't mean anything.
It didn't have to mean. I just like that movie.
Great. I'm not trying to talk you out of it. I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah,
Now, this is somebody who hasn't seen it and has just read the spoilers.
but if you
It
had
doesn't mean anything.
Wussy Whedon writing it, he wouldn't even killed them.
He killed Quicksilver. What are you talking about? Somebody that's actually stayed freaking dead. Well,
That's
so far.
so far, yeah. That's only because he probably couldn't get any from him.
Whatever the reason was.
I'm not a
He's one
Whedon
of the.
fan.
He's one of the. I'm not either anymore. But he was one of the few characters that in Marvel now. Well, now you can bring him back because who gives a shit? Because nothing matters. And he was one of the few Marvels that was dead and stayed dead.
All right, true, but I like Doctor Strange 2 on its own. I'm not saying like I'm against the whole there is no permanent
Stakes.
death anymore. No stakes, yeah. There's no stakes. Of course, the whole Reed Richards thing, that was some dark shit where Scarlet Witch asks him, goes, do you have a wife or something like that? And he goes, yeah, why or something. And he goes, so, and then before she kills him, says something on the lines of, good, I wanted to make sure your kids had at least one parent to be around or something like that. And then boom, he starts unraveling like a rubber band, and right at the last second, his head fucking just pops in a mist of blood, and I was like, damn, that was dark. I don't care if there,
Thank God we have 15 more.
yeah, I don't care if there was no stakes on it or not. That was dark. It's because that world's kids don't have them. That was dark.
Did she ever think of looking for Vision in one of these places?
No, that pissed me off. Don't talk about that.
And what about the woman that she was going to kill and take the kids from?
That scene worked out all right. What happens is she throws her, and she's hurt, and the two kids go running over to her like, "Oh no, don't hurt my mommy!" Blah 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 blah. And then she sees that the kids are scared of her, and she decides, then she went and got evil some other fucking way, and I don't know. Ross thinks she's alive still. I think she killed herself. At least that version.
I've read theories. She's alive.
I'm sure she is, but
They're
in
not
my
killing
in my
anybody
world,
now.
she's dead. Damn it.
Well, like I said, doesn't matter. There's probably another one running around anyway.
Well, there
Who's
is
just
though.
who's just
Another one.
this shy of evil. So that one isn't fine.
I don't know. It was and then how Black Bolt went was freaking hilarious.
Collapses his own head.
Yeah, because she matrixes him. They're like, because Richards goes, well, Black Bolt can kill you just by whispering.
Somebody said how stupid that was for the smartest man in the world to reveal the guy's weakness.
That's actually a good point.
I read that in he's like, Reed Richards is the smartest guy in the world, and this movie portrayed him as a big dumb idiot who gets Black Bolt killed because he reveals his weakness to the villain.
Pretty much does. I mean, that's not wrong. But then again, what's a level of genius? I've worked with a lot of people in the IT world.
Reed Richards is supposed to be
no,
I'm sure that ain't gonna be the way it is anymore.
Yeah,
but he's supposed to be like the king of that in that universe.
Yeah.
But then again, you introduce these people for 10 seconds and they die. I'm supposed to be like, oh no, I don't know who the fuck this is.
Yeah, but you do.
He's Reed Richards. Maybe in this universe he's a dick.
You know what? It wasn't that he was Reed Richards. It was the line before he died where she's like, well, at least the kids will have one parent to raise them. That was a dark line.
It's a dark line. If it meant something, it'd be great.
Yeah. You're looking too far into it. I just watched the movie. It's like Eternals. This is
what Marvel does.
Yeah, I don't watch
That's
Marvel
not what they're doing.
Anymore.
They're stacking all this shit on top of itself.
They're dead. Franchise movies need to stop as a whole anyways. I don't care if you have like a couple sequels. Like John Wick. I love John Wick. There doesn't need to be a fourth movie.
But that thing was born out of audience. You know, it started as a solo thing, and then the audience built that, and it grew organically into something.
Yeah, but it's done now.
It will be. These are the last ones.
Yeah, we'll see how the box office does.
It's gonna be pretty big.
That's why I don't think it'll be the last one. You know how it works.
I think there'll be spinoffs. Well, there's only gonna be a spinoff on TV, but
how many times did Kevin Spacey? About what?
The Continental, the hotel that he's in. Not gonna feature John Wick, but it's gonna be about the assassin hotel.
Yeah, Continental Grounds or whatever. I mean, look at Kevin Spacey. How many times did he retire before he got caught, touching balls on minors and shit?
I don't know.
Actually, was he a pedophile or was he just touching people without their permission?
I think he was a pedophile.
Yeah, you know what? I don't like him. I don't have anything he can take from me. He's a pedophile.
No, I believe that's what he was. If I remember right.
Is it most of Hollywood?
Yeah, that's why they protect them all.
And our government.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least Star Wars said they got a plan now.
I told you, Yoda's going to wake up. That was a future fever dream. It might be Skywalker even. It might be like, oh my God, I saw it.
Took him 5 movies and 3 TV shows, but we finally got a plan. Great.
So that was one of the things in my news feed that pissed me off. It's like, this was the disagreement between Filoni and Favreau. And I'm like,
Baby Yoda.
I didn't even read it. I don't read them. I'm just I'm like,
who argued over including Baby Yoda.
I'm like, who gives a shit? Everyone disagrees. You can't have creative people or even uncreative people talk long enough. You and I disagree on stuff. That's just life. Shit, you disagree on stuff, and they're making a title out of it. Like you need to click on this.
Well, without Baby Yoda, what would we have clogging the toy shelves right now?
I don't have a problem with Baby.
Oh yeah, Yoda. all that Eternal shit that's still around.
The only thing Target even clearances anymore.
Clearances at $2. Just looking at a shitload of them. The Doctor Strange shit was clearance the other day when I was in there.
That's true. It was clearance when I was there too. I actually got to go back there. There was an AEW wrestling figure that I saw, and I'm like, I don't remember him ever wrestling for AEW. He's Ring of Honor, but in the back of my head, I'm like, well, AEW bought Ring of Honor, so no big deal.
Sting or whatever that was.
No, well, Sting is with AEW, but no, it was some other guy, Jay Briscoe.
Okay.
And Ross is like, they never made an action figure that. I'm like, dude, I took a second look at it, and so I'm like, all right. So I pulled it up on the internet, and sure shit, doesn't exist. So now I got to go back there because
It won't be there. If it was there, it won't be there.
I
now.
know. Well, and it probably wasn't it. I'm probably wrong. It's just weird that I would think that because I don't know enough about wrestling
Yeah, to just pull
to
that name out of the air.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I know who he is. But I mean, the fact that I would know like he didn't wrestle for AEW, but all that stuff, I'm like, well, you know, there's so many points to my memory on it that were very specific to a situation where it doesn't make sense that I'm wrong on it. I mean, I'm wrong all the time. I can admit being wrong, but that one's a little weird. Yeah, it's AEW ROH Jay Briscoe. Yeah, it's oh, you can't see it. I still got the Darth Vader Talk Troopers logo because it's still May technically.
It is. Technically, it's the middle of May, so yeah.
That's true.
It's
That's
not like we're
true.
in the 31st going into the 1st of June.
Yeah, this is a special birthday for you though,
Yeah, so
because Obi-Wan's being released on the same day as your fourth decade.
yep.
I feel
And
like
I won't be watching it,
I
unfortunately.
I feel like you should watch it just as because of that.
It's the one Disney show that has me curious. Hey,
I'm
if they were putting that Chip and Dale movie in the theaters like they should be, I'd be going to see that this weekend.
Is that not going to the theaters? Are they just streaming it?
Yep, just Disney Plus.
I thought they
They're missing
realized
a
that
golden
wasn't working.
opportunity. Not for the kids shit, I guess. They're still jamming that stuff into the. It looks like Roger Rabbit, and it looks like I'd be interested in that because I love Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers and I love Roger Rabbit. So, but it's only on Disney Plus, so fuck them.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not going to be any good. I don't have faith in Disney Plus and that stuff. I only like I did like Mandalorian because it was basically a western. I was okay with Book of Fett. It wasn't as good as Mandalorian, not even close, but I still enjoyed it.
I mean, I like Obi-Wan. I want Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan is awesome. Hayden Christensen back as Vader. I'm a big fan. I don't know.
I think it'll be all right. I don't think it's going to blow anyone's socks off, but I think it'll be all right.
Depends how it's written. Depends how they treat them.
Maybe this is where we find out it's all a fever dream.
What's been a fever dream?
7, 8, and 9.
But this takes place between 3 and 4. Why would it have any effect on 7, 8, and 9?
Force future look. Like Yoda could see the future, even in Empire Strikes Back, Luke has that future thing.
So in order for your theory to become true, they got to cram goddamn adult Luke Skywalker to another fucking show.
No, it doesn't have to be Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, because you said it was Luke Skywalker that's going to be shown the future because he's involved in it. Why would Obi-Wan be shown the future? He's not going to be a part of it.
It could be Obi-Wan. Why couldn't it be Obi-Wan?
Why would Obi-Wan be shown a future he has no part of? Hey, by the way, Obi-Wan.
Yoda. How do you know it's not Yoda?
I thought Yoda was going to show them the future. Baby Yoda was going to show Luke the future. That was your big thing a couple weeks ago.
No, regular Yoda. Regular Yoda's alive in this
But they're
timeline.
but they're in separate. They're in exile. They're not going to meet again.
That we know of.
For God's sake, here we go with this shit now.
You do know I don't really think it's going to turn out to be a.
I understand that. But
Okay.
You just like getting my blood up. I understand.
I know you were getting really invested. I'm like, I'm just being cocky.
Yeah, now Yoda comes off Dagobah because hey, Obi-Wan's coming off Tatooine now, so why can't they meet somewhere and just?
Oh no, I wasn't saying Yoda would come off Dagobah. I was just saying Obi-Wan would go to Dagobah.
How does he know where Yoda is? They separated.
I kind of assume they did know. Wait, they do know. He has to know. Empire Strikes Back. He goes, go to Dagobah.
But by then Obi-Wan's dead.
Yeah, so.
Well, so if the Force goes, then he would know. Yeah, but I don't. As a live person, I don't think Yoda told him.
I kind of assumed he did. I've always felt that way. Actually, I guess maybe not.
Well, it's like that whole thing where Obi-Wan says, "I don't recall owning a droid." Well, technically, he never owned R2D2,
Correct.
and R2D2 was very excited to see him. So R2D2 clearly recognizes him.
I think R2D2 is always excited. I mean, he is
He starts
shaped
bouncing
like
around. He's like,
he is shaped like a
so
vibrator.
so clearly he knows who Obi-Wan is.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. You can't have that many movies and not have some holes. And be honest, with you, that's not even a big hole.
That one's fine. I don't know, but I'm just saying that one's easily explained.
Yeah. Well, and so is, and I know you don't like this one as much as I do, but so is he's more man than machine. Last time I saw him, he was more man than machine.
Okay,
That could explain why Obi-Wan sees Darth Vader again.
but then some stupid thing has to come so they don't kill each other. Some bird or something has to pick up one of them, and oh, you're lucky you got away this time.
Or he pulls a Mace Windu and falls down something.
Yeah,
And he just
see,
assumes he's dead.
Mace Windu's not alive either.
Yeah, I should have known better to pick that scab. I wasn't trying to pick that scab.
They're just gonna ruin everything that happens in all these movies because nostalgia.
You don't
Oh,
think
Mace Windu's still alive. He got launched handless out of how tall was that building?
you taller than a bread box.
Yeah.
You don't think that when they did that to Mace Windu, the plan the whole time was that he really wasn't dead? When I watched that scene actually happen,
Are you
I
suggesting that the Jedi got killed on purpose?
no, I'm suggesting that Mace Windu all along the plan was that Mace Windu wouldn't actually be dead.
Oh, for the movie makers, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I think it was.
You think he was supposed to die?
It's an impactful death. Anakin contributes to his death. That's a huge turning point for him. And if he wasn't dead,
No,
I mean,
but him thinking is still the same as it if it
no,
happened.
wouldn't he have still felt him? I mean, Mace Windu was like the most powerful one.
No. They just
Oh yeah, I
made
think
him
it was.
seem like that.
I think he and Yoda were like 1 and 2,
Yoda's
and very close.
Yoda's definitely up there. It
I thought Mace Windu and Yoda were like 1 and 2, and they were very close.
could be. I mean, he wasn't a weak tit by any means. I don't know. I got the distinct feeling when watching that, not current. I'm talking back then watching it. I got the distinct feeling that Mace Windu might not have been dead.
I don't think George had any plans on continuing it that much.
Well, that's kind of where my thought process is. Like, I don't feel like they went, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do this with him." My thought process is that they left it where they could if they wanted to.
In 2005, I don't think you were thinking like that.
Oh, sure they were.
Not that depth. Like, hey, what if we have a Mace Windu spin-off show where he's got one hand?
Well, the hand
And
thing,
of,
that's no
and of
big
course,
deal. Luke
and of
has
course
one
he's
hand.
gonna have, and of course he's gonna have one scar. Because what they always have.
Yeah, but Luke only has one hand.
For God's sake, that bad guy in Darkman hits the side of a overpass in a helicopter, and in the sequel, he's just got a little scar on his face.
Well, it's Dark Man. They got that special skin, but the little girl uses the
but-
only working example.
No, but this was the bad guy that
Oh,
landed face first into the card or whatever.
Are you talking about Durant?
Durant.
Die, Durant, die.
Yeah, he slams into the fucking overpass in a helicopter, and in the sequel, he's got a scar on his face.
Well, that was the 80s.
I know, and it was
The fact he
sort of
even,
like,
the fact
hey,
he even had
Darkman
a
made 10
scar.
cents.
Darkman was the bomb.
I love Darkman, and I hope they do the next one.
Yeah, they're talking about it.
Hey, we played that next game for 4 hours trying to get past that first board.
Oh my god, that game sucks so bad with the little like moving thing. So
God,
you jump on it
where
and
you-
move you off, and
Oh, yeah. And you know what? It's still fun.
God, it was such a tough game though. But the graphics
was.
weren't too bad.
Oh, it was pretty good. I mean, it looked like Darkman at least.
Yeah. It's weird to think that's Liam Neeson. Well, in the first one.
Yeah, then it's Arnold Vosloo.
Yeah, The Mummy.
Yep.
Which I still enjoyed them. They were cheesy. I think
And-
that's why I get
well-
what?
Was it 3? 'Cause I remember seeing 2. I don't remember if I saw 3.
I thought 3 was Die Darkman or Die Durant Die or whatever it was.
I thought Durant was in the second one. But again, he could have survived. I mean, he survived a helicopter crash. So
because I know one of them, the little girl gets the only working, because he finally gets a working amount, but he only has a little bit and he can't figure
Yeah.
out how he did it or something like that. Oh crap! What did I just do? There we go.
I understand the sequel was right there. Bruce Campbell at the end of the first one. That was the sequel right there.
Oh, that was awesome when I saw him. I didn't even know who Bruce Campbell was back then, and I saw that guy, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna remember that face.
that chin is unforgettable.
That's a good-looking man right there. Let's see.
Little has changed in that regard. He's just a little grayer.
Well, he's a lot grayer now. He got in shape after Burn Notice, was it? Yeah, Burn Notice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, what do we got here? Contributor Sam Raimi. Yeah, we know that. It man, why can't I find it? That's
What?
the Phantom came up.
The Phantom.
Oh, here we go. Darkman 2, The Return of Durant. And that's where he has the
Yeah.
scar going across his cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, there's an Evil Dead 2 4K UHD edition I don't own.
Shit. Better remedy that.
Doing it right now. All right, let's see what it's got here. It's pretty cool. It's black. It looks like a metal box. It's black, and it shows him doing the boomstick pose, which is funny that it's Evil Dead 2 because it's the freaking Army of Darkness pose.
Army of Darkness pose, yeah.
And but it's all silver with Bruce Campbell in front of the silver Evil Dead 2 holding it up, and then on the ground he's standing on is red, and there's a bunch of hands coming up.
You didn't get the Evil Dead Ultimate Collection?
What?
Oh, you're not aware? It's a big box set. It has the first two Evil Deads and all the series of the show, all seasons of the show, in one big box on Blu-ray.
What? Is it out yet?
Oh yeah, it's out.
What is it called? Compendium or anything like
Evil
that?
Dead Ultimate Collection, I think it is.
Evil Dead Ultimate. Oh. Damn it, that's not. Oh wait, is that it? Oh, and it shows the neck getting grabbed on the chick coming out of the ground. That can't be it.
No, it's a big box set. It's him. It's a blood red cover with like a drawing of Ash on it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 discs.
Yeah,
The Evil
'cause it's
Dead
the first two
Groovy
movies.
Collection.
That's it. It's got the first two movies and the TV show, all the seasons. It doesn't
does-
have Army of Darkness.
It doesn't have Army of Darkness. I mean, I do own.
That's owned by
50.
Universal still.
Oh.
They couldn't get the rights for that box set.
It's $54 fucking dollars.
It's 6 Blu-rays though, or whatever it is.
I'm poor though. That is a cool looking cover.
I know. I want to get it too.
You don't have it?
Nope.
Oh man, I own so many freaking versions.
I do too. Not as many as you, but I.
And the funny thing is, every time I go on like Amazon or something, I find a version I don't own. I'm like, how many reprintings of this? There's no way this movie hasn't. I would like to know the total money it made. Not because the problem is you'll never have it because it's too fractured over the different releases.
Bruce claims they still owe money on Army of Darkness.
He's full of crap. He's just saying that. He's just being cocky about it. My God, that box looks good. But you know what? They're going to have a freaking Blu-ray version or a 4K version a year and a half from now. No, with Army of Darkness.
It depends. I already have that Ultimate Army of Darkness with like the 4 cuts in it. I just need that set.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't have the third season of the show.
I can't believe it has the show. The show is so good. I was surprised because I went in watching it going, I'll watch them all. I don't care. I'm a fan, and even if they're not the best, that's just life. I was so pleased. Oh my God! It just looks good.
I'd like to talk about the game, but some people don't have it.
I know. Well, it's my birthday this month. I gotta wait. I don't know what my kids are getting me, besides fucking ulcer and gray hair. I found 3 gray hairs in my head, and they're not white. They're not gray. They're freaking. They're tinsel.
Like silver.
They're silver. They shine. I'm turning.
Maybe it just fell into a box of decorations.
I'm turning into Santa Claus.
Oh.
Which is funny though, because my beard, a lot of the gray's gone in my beard. I mean, there's a lot still there, but for a while I had like just a big stripe going down, like Bruce Campbell had on the side of his head. I had one going like from my nostril down. So like if I had shaved and it was growing back out, people would actually be like, "Hey, dude, you got something in your nose there?" I'm like, "Nope, that's just my mustache." Nope, I just look like a booger eater until it grows out more.
But the thing you should shave on the back of your goddamn head, you leave that.
What's on the back of my head?
The bitch bun.
That's a treble.
Yeah, sure.
Or what are those called from Star Trek?
Tribble.
Tribble. That's my
Well,
Antifa Antifa disguise.
I don't think you're blending in.
It's well, I don't normally wear that. I normally have my hair down, but I can't have all this stuff on.
Nah.
In fact, the things are the problem is these push on my ears and then it pushes in my bowl of my glasses. I gotta find a different. I need a different solution. What I do need is I just need I need a normal just a normal pair of frickin' earbuds is what I need. But I redid. Well, you can't see it, but I redid my whole desk thing, so I have everything set up differently.
I can't use earbuds. They hurt.
I'm kind of used to it. I think it's because I fall asleep with them in all the time.
That's probably not good.
No, probably not at all. Might explain the excessive bleeding that comes out of my ears.
Just your ears, huh?
Well, I mean, I know the reason for the other orifices. I thought there was okay. We got off track here. So with Darkman, there was the Return of Durant.
That was the second one.
But I thought one of the taglines was "Die Darkman Die," and that must have been the third one.
Could have been a third, or maybe there was even a fourth one. There's like 5 Free Willies. I had no idea.
Well, there's a disc. So here's a disc on Amazon for $12.29. And it's Blu-ray. It's the Darkman trilogy. The funny thing is it's $12.29 for the Blu-ray, but it's $12.99 if you want to get the DVD.
Yeah.
Oh, they have the taglines in it. So what it is all right, you got Darkman, then you got Darkman 2, The Return of Durant, and then you get Darkman 3, Die Darkman Die.
Yeah.
Did he die in the helicopter, or did the helicopter hit him?
He was in the helicopter when it smashed into the side of that. It was like an overpass.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I do kind of remember that.
But as we've learned, it doesn't hurt that much apparently.
Not in the 80s. You could survive anything in the 80s.
Was all that cocaine?
Yeah, everything was done on cocaine back then. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Frances McDormand was Liam Neeson's
Yep, she was
girlfriend.
in there.
God, it was good times back then. Who directed all of them?
I think they were different. Well, the first one,
Raimi. Yeah,
he did not do the sequels.
Yeah, I don't think he did the sequels. I would imagine if he would have done the sequels, he would have convinced Campbell to be in it again, because I don't think Campbell's in them at all. Now the question is, I own it. I'll have to watch it again. Where is the car? In
I believe Frances McDormand drives it.
Yeah, because that's one of my favorite things about Raimi movies is looking for the car. I was a little disappointed with the car in Doctor Strange.
Yeah, where was it?
It's in the sky. Well, it's like on the street and there's shit happening and things are floating around. It's floating around, and that part I didn't have a problem with, but it was all CGI, and I could tell.
So it wasn't the actual car?
Well, maybe it was, but I feel like it wasn't.
That kind of doesn't count.
That's kind of how I feel.
Where was Ted?
Is Ted in all the movies though? I don't remember seeing Ted.
I thought Ted was in all of Sam's movies.
I thought just Bruce was in all of them. I know Ted's one of the bad guys in Darkman.
I thought he was in everything.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well, let's see. IMDb.
You are, huh?
I am. Derriere bowel movement? I don't know. Oh my God, you want to talk about a shit show. So keep in mind, I actually kind of like She-Hulk. I don't know if you saw that.
That trailer was dog shit.
Well, there's people going, is the visual effects done? And that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, these are horse shit.
When does the show come out? Because maybe they're not done.
I thought it came out pretty soon, but I hope it's not done because it's horrible. It is bad. I mean, I don't even feel bad saying it. It is bad.
I don't give a rat's ass about She-Hulk, so.
Well, everything's getting bad. Did you see the Avatar trailer?
Something else I don't give a shit about.
I
saw a small clip of it. Looks like the first one.
The first one, though, the CGI looked beautiful. And that was back then. It's the Jurassic Park thing. Jurassic Park to this day holds up, and then everything else after that looks like shit. I'm not very impressed with it. I forgot what I was looking up. Oh, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange Love. That's not what I wanted at all. Doctor Strange 1978 movie. Multiverse of Madness. I always want to say Mouth of Madness. Like every time. I knew she had it, but it was really pronounced in the movie. And Rachel McAdams has that mole on the side of her face.
Okay.
Holy cow, I think they painted it up to stick out even more. I mean, don't get me wrong. Fine looking lady still, but damn. Yeah, I'm a dick, I know.
There'll be a spin-off involving that mole. It'll get its own show.
Oh,
It was actually an entity that was in a comic book from 1975 for one issue, and they're going to make it a jive talking funny thing because that's what they do.
actually, I think she really has one in real life.
I know, but they're going to use that as a springboard and then you're going to need to have seen the 5 shows that preceded to understand the mole's point of view.
And the European release of the comic book.
Yes, if you don't have that, I'm sorry, then you're just not a fan.
All right, so Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. We'll put that into the search thingy they have. We'll type in Ted Raimi. And let's see what we get here. Nothing. Nothing.
So he wasn't in that one, huh?
No, he had to be in there.
Well, I guess considering they hadn't even finished that movie when he was filming it. They hadn't even finished the script, so.
What do you mean?
He was filming that movie and they weren't done with the script.
They were filming the movie and the script wasn't done?
Yep.
Well, that sounds like a bunch of suck. Darkness, right? Holy cow. Ted, he's getting a little lazy here. He's got a video game. He's doing a voice. He was in the Creep Show Ted TV series, but that don't count. Wow. No. He doesn't have any credits to it.
Wow.
Yeah, he's kind of slowing down in his old age. What the hell?
I guess he's living off those residuals from Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, he was in the Ash vs. Evil Dead series.
Yeah, he was bartender.
Yeah, he was funny in it. He does creepy pretty well. And I mean like dirty creepy.
Well, you know from your picture with him.
Yeah. Little ass rapey there, Ted. My name is Bruce. Mills Todner, Wing Ensign Pavner.
Still waiting for an ending to that movie.
I was, you want to upset me. I'm pretty easy going with movies unless there's something seriously wrong with them. I mean, as we know, I'm okay with Immortals and Eternals, whatever the fuck we're going to call it this week. But that movie was fantastic until the last 10 minutes.
The lack of the last 10 minutes.
Yes. What the hell is this? Make Love the Bruce Campbell Way. There was a movie?
Maybe he did an audiobook.
Based on the fictional memoir by Bruce Campbell, we follow the B-movie star as he plans to appear in the rom-com Let's Make Love alongside Richard Gere and Renee Zellweger. Director Bruce Campbell. Writer Bruce Campbell. Stars Bruce Campbell, Dan Hicks, and Ted Raimi. But it says voiced by all of them.
Was it like an animated short maybe or something?
That's what I'm trying to find out. It only says Dan Hicks, Ted Raimi, and Bruce Campbell as actors. That can't be right. How have I not heard of this?
I haven't heard of it either.
Yeah, something's not right here. What happens if I click on the title, Make Love the Bruce Campbell Way? I got the book in my bedroom. It sits standing up. It's actually one of the pieces of artwork in my bedroom.
And a useful guide for when maybe you're lost in that area.
Yeah.
How would Bruce do this? Oh, yeah, chapter 3.
Oh my God. But when I click on it, so the first, they always show other movies kind of similarly related. The first one is My Name is Bruce. The second one is Thou Shall Not Kill Except.
Oh, yes.
Not Stryker's War, the version I said existed. It's not as amazing anymore now that I was able to prove it, though. It was better when I couldn't prove it, and it would piss me off.
Yeah, you looked hard and high and low for that.
Well, I owned it. That's why it was killing me. It and now I have it on Blu-ray and I still haven't watched it. That one's funny though because Sam Raimi's the cult leader in it, and Bruce Campbell directs it. So
Yeah,
it's like the
reversed.
opposite. Yeah, Ted Raimi's the Chain Man. It's horrible though, like from what I could tell. But I watched it on VHS, and it was one of those things that when I had the video store, I got like just shitloads of movies for like $1 each just to fill the store, and it just happened to be one of those. So it wasn't like it was new when I got it. Here's the synopsis of it. Jack Stryker took 2 bullets in the leg in Vietnam and was carried back by one of his men. When he returns, he tries to live a peaceful life in the cabin and resumes dating his girlfriend Sally. Meanwhile, a vicious cult let. I have a feeling that's supposed to say a vicious cult led by Sam Raimi, who believes he is Jesus Christ, has been slaughtering people and doing blood sacrifices. When Stryker finds Sally gone, oh, there's a read more. Son of a bitch! I didn't want to read that much. Stryker brings together his army.
Now you're in it. Now
Yeah.
you're deep in it.
Stryker finds Sally gone and her grandfather, Otis, used as a human dartboard. Stryker brings together his army buddies, gives them a stash of guns from under his
This is the entire
bed.
movie.
Yeah. Destroy an outhouse and create a war zone not unlike Vietnam to destroy the evil cult. Nice. Oh, someone wrote that summary that had nothing to do with the movie. Well, it was still pretty well done. Yeah. I'm not gonna watch it till you're up here. We're gonna watch that next time you're up here.
All right.
Yeah. That one that was a cool Blu-ray when I found it too, because I didn't know about the Stryker War thing. I found that out trying to prove to you that this damn movie existed. And the insert comes out and you can flip it over in a Stryker's War. They did both.
I don't think I ever denied the existence of it. I just wanted to see it.
No, you flat out told me I was wrong, and then when I looked it up on
That doesn't sound like
IMDb,
me at all.
oh my ass!
Nope. I'm usually very, very, very open-minded when it comes to that kind of thing.
You know, the funny thing is on TalkTroopers.com, which I know I'm behind on updating. On TalkTroopers.com, I think it's one of our earlier podcasts we did. In fact, I'm on the website right now. Episode 2, we actually talk about it because I have a picture on there. And see if I can. Holy shite. I really blew the hell out of that thing. Jesus.
If you're taking that out of context,
Yes, I did. Here we go. The movie was mostly shot in a garage and on the lawn of the house where director Josh Becker's longtime friend Bruce Campbell grew up. I like how it says director John. Oh, so okay, Bruce Campbell didn't direct it. But it's funny where it says where director Josh Becker's longtime friend Bruce Campbell grew up. It's fucking Bruce Campbell. You could have just said Bruce Campbell.
yeah,
You
nobody knows who Josh Becker is.
Exactly. They describe it like we need to be told who one is when really it's the other one.
that Josh Becker?
What is this? Bruce Campbell was. Wait, so here's the thing. I'm wondering, does my copy have 2 things? Because here it says Bruce Campbell. This is funny. I made this picture and put it on our website too. Bruce Campbell was unable to reprise his role as Sergeant Stryker from the original. I probably cut some of the words off. Original short film because he had become a member of the Screen Actors Guild, which prohibits actors from starring in non-SAG. Yeah, I'm like, what's Ignal? Prior to filming, a 48-minute 8mm short version of the film was made to show to potential investors. It starred Bruce Campbell as Stryker. Sam Raimi was also in the short as the cult leader, the role he reprised in the actual film. Okay, so Stryker's War must have been the short that they used, kind of like Within the Woods.
Yeah.
It which I still would love to get my hands on it. There's supposed to be a European version of Evil Dead that has that on it.
Why can't they put that on any of these 900 releases?
No kidding. Well, I heard rumor was it doesn't exist anymore, except for on that one European release. But why can't someone get their hands on that European release?
So get on that, clean it up, get Criterion on it.
Exactly.
Clean it up, send it out.
Sam Raimi was only on set for 5 days. The first draft of the script was co-written by Sheldon Lettich and was more darker and dramatic in tone. Director Josh Becker, they say this stuff like it was actually a really hot-ass movie. The film screened at the Harris Theater on the famed 42nd Street on the double bill with Blood Diner.
Hell yes, Blood Diner.
Yes, the clock used on the Evil Dead 1981 can be seen in the wall inside Stryker's cabin. That's all Blood Diner. I still remember when we watched that on what was that? I had it on Dish Network, wasn't it?
Monster something.
It was something like that. Yeah, that was
It was after a game like a football game, I think, and they were just like, "Hey, that sounds fun."
Yeah, didn't we do it another time too, where Peter was over and stuff too? And we watched the original Black Christmas and stuff.
I think that was Joe. I think
Might have been Joe. I think Dan, Joe, and Peter might have been over.
it could have been. It could have been.
It God, just to think, 26-inch television, but it was high def, so that's why we watched it on there. Now that would be horrible. I mean, Christ, my TV, it was 32 inch. My monitor I'm looking at right now is a 32-inch monitor, and it's like the size of a thin book. God, technology's changed. I love technology,
Eh.
except for the fact I have to work on it for a living. What do you mean, eh?
Some of it's good, some of it's not good.
Well, all right. There's always good and bad. Technology brought us social media. Social media brought us the destruction of human brains, and
So by that, technology must be destroyed.
this is true. Hey, I've told you about my purge idea.
I think we talked about it last time. Yeah.
Yeah, I still think that's a good idea. I really want to watch Thou Shalt Not Kill now again. Got to get you up here. There's it's kind of funny going to talktroopers.com and looking at it, because on the first so many episodes, I got a picture of all sorts of pictures I did. I was doing pictures up until episode 7, and then I stopped doing them. Mainly because it took so long to do them that I wasn't getting the things up there, and maybe
Yeah.
if I was getting podcasts up there, maybe there wouldn't be lost episodes from when I lost my hard drive.
There was nothing worthwhile on that anyway.
No, it's probably all the same stuff we always talk about. I did say Tribble this time, though. I don't remember ever saying Tribble before.
Well, there we go. That's moving forward.
Well, what are we at here? Where's 52 minutes? That's pretty good. I'm going to hit stop recording for this episode.